They laughed at her. They called her the poor girl who didn't belong. She was rejected, humiliated, and thrown out of the very office she once dreamed of working in. But 5 years later, she walked through those same doors, not as a job seeker, but as the new owner of the entire company. This is the unbelievable story of Amelia, the girl who turned rejection into her greatest motivation and proved that sometimes life's no is just a test before a bigger yes. Amelia grew up in the poorest part of the city. One room, cracked walls, and a leaky roof. Her father was a taxi driver, her mother a market seller. Every day was a battle for survival. But Amelia was different. She dreamed of wearing a suit, working in an air-conditioned office, and helping her parents live comfortably. She studied hard, graduated top of her class, and one day got an interview at Golden Tech, a big software company she'd always admired. She borrowed a friend's shoes and wore a second-hand jacket. Her hands shook as she entered the gleaming glass building. It was her dream coming true. But during the interview, everything changed. The HR manager, a woman with cold eyes, looked at her resume and scoffed. "You went to a public university? And you live in Riverside slum?" Amelia smiled nervously, trying to stay confident. But they didn't even let her finish her answers. When she left the room, she overheard one of them laugh. "She can't even afford proper shoes, and she wants to work here? Please." That day, Amelia walked home in the rain, tears mixing with the downpour. But deep inside, she whispered to herself, "One day I'll own this place." The struggle. Amelia didn't give up. She started selling snacks by the roadside while taking free online business and tech courses on her small phone. She watched videos on entrepreneurship, branding, and leadership, anything she could find. At night, she worked at a cyber cafe, helping people write CVs and emails for a small fee. Slowly, she began saving money. One day, a customer, Mr. Benson, noticed her dedication. He was a small business owner who struggled with online marketing. Amelia offered to help him design a simple online campaign. Within a month, his sales doubled. Impressed, he referred her to 2 more clients. From 1 client to 5, from 5 to 10. Soon, Amelia had built her own digital marketing agency right from her mother's kitchen. She named it Rise Up Digital. The name came from her belief that no matter how low you start, you can always rise. The turning point. 3 years later, Rise Up Digital became known for helping struggling businesses grow online. Her clients grew fast, and investors began to notice her. One day, Amelia got an email from none other than Golden Tech, the same company that once rejected her. They needed urgent help with their marketing after a major PR crisis. Their profits had dropped by 40%, and they were desperate. Amelia smiled as she read the email. Fate had brought her back, not as an applicant, but as a rescuer. She took the job and worked day and night with her team. Within 6 months, Golden Tech's brand reputation was restored, and their revenue doubled. Impressed by her leadership and vision, the board offered to buy her company, but instead, she made a counteroffer. "Why don't I buy yours?" After negotiation, partnership, and a merger deal, Amelia became the majority shareholder. She was now the new CEO of Golden Tech. Amelia's first day as CEO was emotional. She walked through those same glass doors that once shut in her face. The same receptionist who ignored her years ago now stood to greet her. "Good morning, Madam CEO." Amelia smiled, not with pride, but with gratitude. She looked around the office and said during her first meeting, "Never underestimate anyone because of where they come from. Sometimes the next CEO might be the person you once rejected." The resolution. Amelia didn't stop there. She started a scholarship fund for girls from poor backgrounds who wanted to study technology. She built a free training center in her community and hired people who were once jobless like her. Her story became an inspiration across the country. Proof that rejection is not the end, but a redirection. If you've ever been rejected, looked down on, or told that you're not good enough, remember Amelia's story. Maybe life isn't saying no. Maybe it's just saying not yet, because one day your pain will be your power, and those who doubted you will tell your story with respect. What's one dream you've been rejected for but still believe in? Share your answer in the comments. Someone out there might find hope in your story. And if you believe in rising after rejection, hit the like button, subscribe for more inspiring true life stories, and remember that no one can stop a determined soul.